Next up, out of the 125-pound weight class, from American Top Team in Asheville, North Carolina, fighting out of the red corner, please all welcome, it's Layla Stansberry.
All business is Layla Stansberry from the American Top Team in Asheville. Making her way to the ring right now for her debut performance with Fight For It. And, you know, sometimes you see the coaches and they're like as serious as the fighter is. But this is one of those moments where the coaches are all smiles, probably because they're just happy that this girl's making her debut. Right. Sometimes when it's a debut fighter, especially a young kid like this, not only you've been there so many times as a coach that you know it's like just the beginning, but sometimes, you know, these kids, it takes them a while to become an adult or whatever in the case they may be that, you know, they might have been with you for a while. And in those moments, you just want to enjoy it. I feel like that's what I was seeing from the coaches in the American Top Team corner there. They were just enjoying the moment.
All right, next up onto the blue corner, trying to get that first W to cage, also at a Next Element Academy from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Please all welcome Alex Marshall.
Speaking of fight cities, from the big town of Myrtle Beach, it's the Next Element Academy, one of the most dominant forces in South Carolina coastal combat. A past 4 years mainstay.
Yeah, headed up by Derek DK Kennington, who we see over there in the corner.
And both these gyms are good at kickboxing for sure. Next Element is a gym that has a phenomenal grappling program for no-gi especially.
Yep.
And I want to see more of those people cross over in MMA like Britton did, because he was a guy who's no more of a striker. You know, I'd like to see some of Ethan, who is my friend who coaches there. I know he's got a couple guys that are interested in MMA. I'd love to see more of their guys because I think Next Element's such a great school. And these ladies staying true to my experience here at Fight For It. Sometimes the ladies fight harder and wilder than anybody.
Yeah.
And they're off to a banging start here. Stansberry fighting more on the back foot and fighting her way back into the exchange usually.
Marshall pouring it on, grunting with each strike and coming forward. Leading with that teep to the body, punch, punch, finishing with the body kick. Good, especially, a good teep knocks her backwards. When you're trying to win a high-volume kickboxing exchange, which women fighters at low weight, it's about volume. It's about pouring it on. You have to score a lot because you're not likely to see a finish in this environment. And Alex Marshall is pouring it onto Stansberry, but Stansberry is fighting back and pushing her away with that teep.
Yeah, and when you're under high pressure, high volume, can you stay cool? So far, Layla doing a good job.
Stansberry hooking that glove, fighting dirty a little bit.
And now she's grunting.
Alex Marshall fading, and she needs to circle off of that cage.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like she's moving very slow. She's crumbling. Larry Carter's gonna step in, and that one's done for Layla Stansberry. A TKO, I think it was off that body shot.
Yeah,
oh, wait, no,
she faded.
They didn't call it out. They didn't call it. They're gonna give her a standing 8. My fault.
Yeah, it's kickboxing, so that's...
Yep. I thought she shook her head and that they waved it, but I don't know. Maybe she didn't shake her head there. Maybe I missaw it.
That teep, those teeps to the body,
so that would be
I think are hurting
round.
her.
A 10-8 round, yeah.
And now you see Marshall going backwards far more. She was initiating.
Was super aggressive until she felt that first body.
So something
really
hurt her.
Well, there was one body kick that got thrown that was like a shovel and kind of lifted her up, and then it hasn't really been the same since then. She might make it to the bell here and get a chance to rest here. Coach getting in very close.
interested to see what DK has to say here, because it was one of those things that was like the dynamic shifted on a dime.
He's gonna have to tell her to move off center, move side to side on those teeps to the body, because that's what was hurting her.
Is a minute enough time to get it back?
It's tough. It's tough because she wasn't just hurt. You can clearly see, like, mentally she's checking out. Yeah, that hurt. Those hurt. Getting teeped like that. And she spent far too long with her back on the cage and didn't move off with a sense of urgency. And I had just said, unlikely we'll see a finish. And I might have spoke too soon. The fabled commentator's curse. You know, whenever
yes, absolutely.
Whenever we say something's not going to happen, it does. That teep to the body, I think, took a lot of wind out of her sails, and mentally she felt exhausted. And then she ate a lot more shots, and then she figured out, oh, if I put my knee down, I get a break. There's nothing wrong, especially if you're in a lot of trouble. There's nothing wrong with putting a knee down. If you're
and right there in front of your corner, that might have been what he told her to do.
Right. You doing it on your own terms is sometimes better than having it done to you, especially if you're getting rocked and beat up anyway.
But if there was any hesitancy in the debuting fighter, Layla Stansberry, it's gone now.
She's chomping it.
The action doesn't stop here. Catch the full fight and every explosive moment only on Fight For It Plus. Stream the entire event, past and present fights, exclusive interviews, and more, all in one place. Available now on Apple, Android, Roku, and Amazon Fire Stick. Sign up and subscribe today at app.fightforitcompany.com, where the fight never